Hi there, this is going to be a really quick video about how to get your website up and running, published, and also you'll need a blog for the course as well, so how to get that kind of up and going. So we like you to use Weebly, but there are many other kind of platforms available to do this on. So Squarespaces, which I think actually own a part of Weebly by the looks of it. So Squarespaces is a good one. Wix is a great one as well. There are lots of these kind of platforms, but I think, and you've got WordPress as well, but I think Weebly is probably the easiest to use. The first thing you need to do is sign up. So you need to sign up, and you could use your personal email address or college email address for this. It's up to you, really. But I'm just going to log in quickly. So the first time you actually sign up for Weebly and log in, you will be presented with a kind of like, sort of build your first website sort of prompt screen essentially. But after you've built your first one, you kind of come into a dashboard like this essentially. So if I just go to create a new site, then this is probably the first page that you'll come up against. So the difference between a website and an online store is an online store is obviously meant for selling things, and you'll definitely need a higher level than free account to kind of do e-commerce. But if in future you are thinking that you want to sell products online, then this could be a really good option, and it sets up your shop for you online. But for now, just click on I just need a website. And this gets you into the themes, so we can have a look at the different themes. You can change these at a later date, so I'd say don't spend hours agonizing over which theme to choose, because you can always change this, and there are different categories. So if you just wanted to do a blog, then these are good pages. That's quite a cool looking one if you're a musician. And obviously you can replace all the photos and text. If we have a look through, see if there's one that I like the look of. So that's quite nice if you had a really good quality, sort of high quality image and things like that. But let's just pick this one, like this. Simple. So it lets you kind of have a look around the website, and you can test it out, see what it looks like. It looks great, different pages, awesome. So I'm going to click Start Editing, and this is going to load the editor for us. So this is getting us a set of domain names. This is going to be the URL of your website. Now, for a free website, it's going to have the .weebly.com in it. But what you can do is, once you've built a fully functioning website, if you actually want to launch it and get rid of all the Weebly branding and give it your own domain name, then you just have to upgrade and to a paid account basically, and you can do that at a later time with your free website. But for now, we just want one of these. So I'm sure testing has already been used. Let's use a random number search. So when I search, these websites are available, but they will be charged ones because they've got a professional domain. We want a subdomain one, so it's got weebly.com in it. So if I choose this bottom one down here, it's going to be free. And then I can click Done. So now what I can do is I'm going to put my awesome website and hit publish, and my website is now live on the internet. How quick was that? So if I click on the URL, the website is now live on the internet, my awesome website. How quick is that, see? So this is where you might want to think about the pages, and you can change this all around as we kind of go. But if I go into pages on the ribbon up here, I've got homes already. Let's come out there. Services, about, contact. So you can change these around. So you might want to add a standard page that's going to be about performance work. Yeah? And that is where, and we can move it up. And I might want a standard page about composition and songwriting. Yeah? And you can put some of your work around composing and songwriting and music production maybe. So we can create pages to exhibit your work. And the one thing that you will definitely need for this is a blog. So if I go, do you see there are these different types of pages? So there's a blog page. Now this will set up a blog, and what this will have is, do you see down here at the bottom, it's got new post. So it sets up a blog sort of functionality. So I can create new post, and I can put my first blog post. And then the way that these platforms work is kind of built to do with the way the internet actually reads code, and what goes in your website is use kind of placeholders. So if I want a title, I'll drag a title in, and this is a title, yeah? And then I might want to put some text in, so I drag a text box, and I can put some text in, and then I might want an image, so I pull that down. And with images, you must make sure that you are the owner of the image. Search for a piano image. So we could try and use some of the ones that come up, so I might want to use that. And obviously you can upload your own photographs, is the much better thing to do, essentially. And we can kind of edit it around by clicking on it and things. But you can add in like a gallery of photos, a slideshow of photos, a map with a location on. You know, you can kind of do the kind of thing where you get a read more break and stuff like that. Buttons. And what's quite useful as well is you can also embed content. So we'll cover this later on, but you can kind of put an embed box in, which allows you to grab embed codes from different types of websites and things like that and run that on your site. But for now, that'll do. So what you need to make sure that you do, though, is you click post up here. If you want to come back to this later, you can click save, but post. Yeah, make sure it's posted, and this is a title, my first blog post. And there you go, that's what it looks like. You can edit this, my blog. And what you need to make sure is, if I go and look at the website now, I won't see any of the changes I've made. I need to publish. Yeah? So hit publish, gives me the link, click on it, and this is now the live website. My awesome website, remember I did that right at the beginning. We can change all this around later on. But I've got my different pages now, so performance, work, composition and songwriting, more. I don't like the menu system, so I might change that around. And I've got the blog. So if I go into the blog, my blog, and there's my first blog post, and this is all live. Yeah, so that's how to create a website really, really quick. Go to Weebly, create an account, pick a template. Make sure when you're entering the domain, you pick the kind of subdomain one with weebly.com in it, so it'd be free. Hit publish, you're live. Make sure you go up to pages up here and add at least a blog page, because you're going to need this, and then this allows you to add blog posts to your website, which you're going to do quite regularly. And you might have different blogs as well about different things. And that's it, really.